we're still quite a far away from that. I don't think people have to worry quite yet about that. I think the opportunity right now in terms of the education is really to understand how do you prepare the data in a way that you can actually apply machine learning algorithms to, so you can make more insightful decisions or get greater visibility to things that you might not realize is happening. So for example, the ability to understand in what I would say the way you're engaging clients in your call centers is one of the top areas that we've seen AI adoption. And the reason for that is you can automate scripts, you can automate responses because you understand maybe the procedures and policies and pricing algorithms and customer support. So then what you're able to do is augment the human capabilities, meaning your call center agents, to really spend the value time with the customer versus on just sort of repetitive answers and tasks. A big part of machine learning and optimization techniques can also increase the ability to make decisions or understand parameters or apply learnings where it's almost humanly impossible to put all the human rules around it. You know, I use the simple example of retail scenarios in shopping. You know, during a peak holiday season, as we're coming up on the winter holidays, it's a peak period for most consumer retail companies to try to optimize their inventory of products across their online e-commerce, to their stores, to their distribution. Now imagine you have machine learning algorithms that can actually optimize shipping costs, capacity load, inventory positions, markdowns, and decide, you know what, to deliver the best brand experience around a product that meets the consumer need. The best place to fulfill a particular product may be from another store rather than from the distribution center. That ability to calculate all those variables is something that you can do with machine learning and get better and faster and more economically optimized for an enterprise. What we focused recently on is launching IBM Sterling with Watson. So IBM Sterling is a brand that we've had really dedicated around order management capabilities, fulfillment capabilities, as well as supply chain business networks where companies trade and resolve a number of transactions. And we've added AI capabilities for visibility, for insight, for monitoring, and also opened up the data so that you can connect it to other third-party applications like SAP and Oracle and other ERP applications. We've opened up also the data for developers and systems integrators and consultants and deep supply chain experts who may want to apply AL and machine learning on their aggregate set of supply chain data. So right now we're delivering new capabilities to give supply chain leaders that are running simple supply chains to very complicated supply chains, greater visibilities with control towers, with new application suites and new developer hubs to apply greater intelligence to their existing supply chain applications. One of the big challenges that we've had recently is called Project Debater. So the ability for a human to debate an artificial intelligent sort of agent around a topic, and a topic that's complex may have a lot of different pros and cons. But if you think about that notion of being able to debate, we actually debuted it here in our Watson headquarters in San Francisco less than a year ago, and then showcased it this past spring at our IBM Think conference. But in this scenario, it uses traditional debate structure of a point of view, an argument by one debater, a counter argument by another. Then there's a listening, obviously, to the scripts, coming up with the right thesis, counter pointing on debate points that are made, and then coming with a summarized conclusion. So in this particular unique scenario, Project Debater was really a research project and continues to be a research project where we're able to synthesize, let's say, a huge corpus of information offline, but in less than a few minutes, develop a speech and an argument, structure it, also think about counter arguments to the points that you want to position, and then vocalize it, listen to your opponent as part of the debate, and then counter that opponent in conversation. Those are very unique human traits. But we were recently able to showcase Project Debater, and it's amazing.